BrewTube beer review. It's time to dive into the depths of what a collab brew today. And from whom do we have a collab brew to pour down our necks? We have one from a brewery who's never done a collab brew before, and they're the oldest brewery in the United States. It's been around since, what, 1829? You know who it is. It's Yuengling Brewery out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania, USA. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have, or collab beer do we have from them today? It is their Hershey's Chocolate Porter. This is an American porter. It's a limited serving. It's clocking in at 4.7% ABV and 20 IBUs. For malts in this beer, they're using caramel and dark roasted. That's all we know about. And they're using, for adjuncts, we know a little bit more about that. Of course, Hershey's chocolate syrup, Hershey's cocoa powder, and cocoa nibs. They don't say that they're specifically Hershey's cocoa nibs or cacao nibs, whichever one you prefer to call them, but they're using them in there. This beer is based on one of their most popular beers, which is their Yuengling's Dark Brewed Porter. It's one of their older beers. It went away for a little while, then they brought it back, and that is the base of this beer. So this only comes in growlers at this point, or you can only get it on growlers or on draft or crowlers. We got a crowler here, so of course we had to do our artwork up. You saw it in the beginning, so whatever. That's cool. We had some fun, because this beer reviewing, that's what we do, have fun with it. But it is time to crack the top on this bad boy, get it in the glass, and tell you what's up with Hershey's Chocolate Porter from our friends at Yuengling. Gigantic crack off the top. Let's get it in the glass. We can pour it deep, because what? We got 32 ounces of fun here. Look at that, guys. That is a nice looking beer going into the glass. We'll pour it deep. Why not? I think this head will probably fade pretty quick. All right, let's talk about the appearance. It is black, black as night, black as pitch. No light is penetrating this beer, not even a little tiny bit. Up at the top, it was super telly packaged, going soap sudsy and fading fast. The head, that is. It was probably a finger and 3/4, but it's slowly fading down into nothingness, I suppose. But it's got a nice sort of, I say, dark khaki color. When I swirl it, we're not seeing any alcohol legs, and we probably won't get any glass glazing, but we might get some. That's fading fast, though. Lovely looking beer in the glass. Looks strangely, what? Like their dark brewed porter, but I would say it's a little darker, because the dark brewed porter, you can actually see some kind of like, I guess, garnet colored glints through it. I would imagine the adjuncts in here, being the cocoa powder and the chocolate syrup and nibs, have added to its color and beauty. You know, we're talking about it, this is pretty and stuff. But you know what? It better smell good too. So where are we going now? Hell yes, we're diving in for that aroma! Chocolate right up in your face, milk chocolate. If I didn't know it was milk chocolate or whatever, or chocolate, I would still say milk chocolate, but I may not know Hershey chocolate for certain. Some roast in the background, a good bit of burnt brown sugar. Yeah, it smells like Hershey chocolate syrup, straight up, and it's got that little tiny bit of like milky vanilla thing going on. Hershey chocolate and chocolate syrup both have vanilla in them, so that's coming on. It smells a lot like, excuse me, a chocolate milk stout. Not a real big one, but a chocolate milk stout just the same. Smells delicious. Let's go. Diving in. Cheers! Not bad. Right up the front, you get a kick of chocolate right off. Thin-bodied beer that impresses you immediately, but the dark brewed porter is a thin beer. Almost probably every Yuengling beer is pretty thin. Lager like this is, so you're going to get a little bit lighter body. You can have heavier bodied lagers. If you get some from Jack's Abbey, you know it's totally possible. It's all about the ingredients they put in here. That said, there's some coffee notes in there in the background. Dark brewed porter has some nice coffee notes, but chocolate is omnipresent front to back. Flavor-wise, to kind of give you like a frame of reference, it's distributed throughout their distribution area, but Yuengling doesn't cover the entire United States. I think it's like 16 states or something like that they cover. This reminds me, if you had it, of the 106th anniversary or birthday beer from Shiner. That was a chocolate stout or a chocolate milk stout, I think, if memory serves. And also, Samuel Smith's organic chocolate stout. You hear me saying stout. They're both really light beers. They're like 5%ers. Stout, porter. Remember, porter and stout, back in the day, historically, everything that's called a stout now started as a porter, but the bigger ones were called stout porters. And then as we cut things off in English like we do, it just became stout. Anyway, so stylistically, we're kind of all in the family, sort of. Anywho, tasty for what it is. 4.7, the alcohol is completely hidden. You could totally crush this from top to bottom, no problem. Handling a crowler of this solo, you got some time, you're going to be all right. You may not want to smash this super quick and drive because that wouldn't be smart, would it? But let's talk a little more about the flavor, and then we'll talk about grace. We're not a whole lot of flavor. Coffee, burnt brown sugar, toffee, and lots of chocolate. Definitely milk chocolate syrupy. Milk chocolate syrupy and roast, and the base, that means that roast that I'm getting in there, that's telling me the base beer hasn't been lost totally within the chocolate and the adjunct. That's a good thing in my book. Tasty, well-made beer. Yeah, let's grade it. At time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this 3.9 out of 5. For those guys, that's like an 86. So we're talking B+ range. Untapped is giving this 4.03 out of 5. So that's going into their A range. Let me take one more taste here. Having drank the base beer for this, the dark brew porter from Yuengling many times, and drinking this, I'm going to give this an A-. I'm going to go with a 90. It's an elevation definitely of the base beer. The base beer hasn't been lost. It's really super tasty, very drinkable. You could crush this, no problem at all. You're not going to be just destroyed drinking this one. I think it's a well-made beer. Yum. I would buy it again. And this is one of the best Yuenglings that I've had. I mean, you know, we'll drink regular Yuengling, black and tan now and again, that kind of thing, Lord Chesterfield. But really tasty brew. Well done. Bravo Yuengling and Hershey's for this collab. So, have you had Yuengling Brewery's Hershey's chocolate porter? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. And it is exceedingly cool when you do me a great big favor. You rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with us. And if you can get around to it, you know what I want you to do. I want you to get in there, push those Google metrics up to the stratosphere by doing what? Smashing that like button, because that, along with a crowler and me knocking stuff over on the scene in the background, is all I'm going to need tonight to put my big-ass beer-drinking happy face on. So next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of Yuengling and Hershey's chocolate porter drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, a big-ass peace out!